You saw recently the whole bed scandal.
Yep.
What do you think about that?
I know. Well, I can tell you what I think about it. It's very obvious they're trying to tell the world they're pedophilic. They're trying to tell the world. Would you agree? Would you agree?
I mean, definitely.
Go on. Sorry.
I mean, it was definitely like a very controversial thing, but like, how did they get that wrong? Isn't that bad for their brand?
I'm going to try and pin you down and make you say it. Are they trying to tell the world they're pedophilic? Yes or no?
I honestly don't know. Honestly, I don't
know. You do know. Why are you scared to say? This is the problem. Everyone's afraid to say
definitely
it.
That's what it shows. But the thing is, I wasn't sure. Like, okay, this is what I was thinking. Could it be possibly? Okay, look. Obviously, I'm totally against what I saw as well.
Okay.
But like when they were saying that, they didn't see it, like, because there's different teams handling it.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes you do realize, like, okay, we have our own like company as well. But like sometimes, like we. Just by looking away for a second, sometimes the people just do their own thing.
This was not one photo shoot or one advertising campaign that happened to have one thing in it which could be misconstrued. This is every single different advertising campaign across different film shoots by different companies, all having multiple references to pedophilia.
So it wasn't a mistake?
No. So how could it be a mistake? What's the statistical odds of that being a mistake? It is obviously on purpose. Are they trying to tell you they're pedophilic? Yes or no?
I mean, pedophilic.
Just say yes. This is the exact problem with the world. The exact problem with the world is that people who are sitting here with influence are afraid to have a firm opinion on anything because they're scared of being canceled. It just got canceled. They can't come for you. Police ain't gonna bust in here. Don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah.
If they come in, I'll deal with them. It's fine. I'll take them out. You can say right now that they're trying to tell you they're pedophilic because they are. They did it on purpose. They've done it across multiple different advertising campaigns with multiple hints per advertising campaign, trying to show you they're pedophilic. And the fact that you guys will still sit here and go, I'm not sure.
We agree on that.
Is that an agenda?
Say they're pedophiles. Say they're pedophiles. Say it. Say the word.
You are a very bad person.
No, they are, and they're doing it on purpose because they're satanic. They're trying to destroy the baseline morality inside of humans because once you do that, the slave programming has no resistance. Even things that you know intrinsically are wrong, like pedophilia, for example. You know it's intrinsically wrong, but they're deliberately trying to attack your senses and make you sit and question yourself and go, well, maybe it's not so wrong. If they can convince you that having sex with children who have no consent to give is somehow acceptable, then they can convince you of anything. They can convince you to kill your fellow man, convince you to lock yourself in your house because of the common cold, convince you to work a job for no money, own nothing, and be happy and eat the bugs. It's bullshit. And they're doing it on purpose, and they're attacking our senses, and it's extremely important we call them out and make it clear that we know what they're doing, and we're not stupid enough to fall for it. You guys cannot be afraid to sit here and say the truth.
We're against that 100%.
But you have to say it
clearly.
clearly.
But it's just that, sometimes we just wonder, like, what was the reason? Like, was it really on
because
purpose?
They're satanic. Of course it was on purpose.
That's the thing. That's always been a question because, like, sometimes I've seen, like, working with a lot of people can be super hard. So obviously, look, I don't know what the logistics of the whole company was, but obviously I'm totally upset to see what happened as well.
You don't accidentally include port papers from child pornography cases in multiple photo shoots. You don't accidentally include references to Baal, a god which ate children, in multiple photo shoots. You don't accidentally include works of art that show children naked dancing around fires in multiple photo shoots. You don't accidentally put bondage gear with children on accident across multiple photo shoots. The odds of that being a statistical accident, you're better off. You can win the lottery. That's ridiculous. It was on purpose, completely satanic. They did it specifically, and they did it to show you and tell you what they're doing. One, because they're trying to assault your senses, and two, because if you actually understand the truth of Satanism, most people don't know this about the world. If you understand how Satanists work and think, Satanists believe in karmic retribution. They don't believe they're allowed to trick you. If you believe in Satan, if you worship Satan, if you're a Satanist, you believe it's important you tell people what you're going to do because then you will not pay the price. There'll be no karmic retribution for your actions. So let me give you an example. If I sell poison apples and I put up a sign saying apples and you buy one and you die, then you were poisoned. If I sell poison apples and I put up a sign saying poison apples and then you buy one and you die, you committed suicide. The fact that I told you what it was means I'm not guilty. I didn't murder you. You committed suicide. So when you do bad things, when you do evil things, the Satanist handbook, you can look this up yourself, the satanic religion says you have to make it clear to them what you're doing. And if they don't resist, If they don't stand up against it, then they are complicit. They're agreeing that what's happening is okay. So by telling you they're pedophiles and nobody do anything about it, they could sit there and go, well, everyone knew we're pedophiles. Look, it's obvious we're pedophiles and nobody cares. Which is also why it's so important we call them out. You can't sit here and be wishy-washy on some issues. You have to sit here and say, this is disgusting. These are children. They're being exploited. Are pedophiles, it should be canceled, absolutely, with certain language. Both of you have very large profiles and platforms.
But
say the fact. Pedophiles. Repeat after me. Pedophiles.
Yo, but what about, okay, fine.
Why will no one say it?
Okay,
what's the fear?
People who did that are pedophiles.
Are pedophiles. They can come in the door right now. There's not a single person who works for couldn't rip their head off their shoulders. There's no second chances for pedophiles. There's no second chances for Satanists.
No, but the thing is,
but don't you think, not misunderstanding, but let's say a lot of people.
Can I be honest with you? If I know that the main person who did that, then yes, I will literally say you're a pedophile, and I would totally hate that person.
They've done it repeatedly across their entire advertising campaign. What more do you want?
But the thing is, can I be honest with you? Like the first time I saw it, I didn't pay attention to it. Like I saw it,
but like the people that did it, they knew.
I saw a teddy bear. Like I swear down. Like when I saw, I didn't realize.
Yeah, low-key, I'm gonna be 100%.
I just saw some weird outfits. I was like, what
is
that? I didn't even know. Like some people don't know.
But the people that did it
is.
Obviously probably knew. Yeah, they knew.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know.
Anyways, moving on. We don't care about Balenciaga right now. This whole cancel culture, obviously you said should be cancelled, but do you agree with like they should be cancelled?
This is crimes. Okay, so this is not cancelled.
But do you think they deserve a second chance?
This is crime. That's like saying somebody's cancelled for murder or rape. This is a crime.
Yes.
They're committing a crime, and they're elites which see themselves beyond reprehension. They're elites that see themselves beyond the law. We understand that the Western world is completely corrupt from head to toe. There's private islands where terrible things happen. These private islands are in close leagues with people who are running these fashion brands. This is absolutely disgusting. With children are being exploited, lives are being ruined. They're trying to show you, because they worship Satan, what they're doing, and they're trying to tell the world what they're doing so they don't face any repercussion for it. They're also trying to assault your consciousness and destroy your baseline morality to make a slave of you. This is beyond cancel culture.
Absolutely.
This is not some simple bullshit. This is a big deal.
Cancel and like when you're 100% no, that's what I believe in. Like,
so you said obviously this is a controlled thing. The whole like whatever industry is controlled, and is that like kind of like I want to get onto the topic of Illuminati. So you have the Matrix.
Yeah.
Is that different from the Illuminati?
Well, Illuminati is a name for it. The Matrix is a name for it. There's a lot of different names for it. But the simple version is there's people with a lot of influence and control which are interested in controlling the narrative and working with their friends.
Okay, this is going to be something I genuinely think about these things.
Sure.
How do I know Andrew Tate is not part of the Illuminati?
I think the number one way to prove I'm not is because I'm going against all the mainstream ideals. I'm going against the things they want.
But if Andrew Tate was part of the Matrix, wouldn't that be exactly what he says to get us on board with him?
So in the holy book where I read the Quran, it says that sometimes, okay, look, I'm not saying anything about it.
I respect the Quran. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, like, they said that the devil came to deceive the people by acting good and then suddenly switched it up later.
Yeah, the devil was once an angel.
I'm not saying you're a devil. So I'm just telling you what I read in the Quran. That's it.
Don't talk about Obama that way. It's fine. What's happening is, listen, I don't think I'm necessarily a smooth talker in that regard. I am a smooth talker, but I'm certainly not trying to convince people and push them down the traditional route that the Matrix is trying to lay out for people. I'm doing the absolute opposite. So you have to understand that if you see me as an agent of the Matrix, then you must see that all these other ideals they're pushing as anti-Matrix. Me and the things I'm saying are completely against mainstream culture in most ways. We can't both be pushing in the same direction. So you have to choose one. If you believe that I'm the bad and that the mainstream media and their culture is good when they're trying to convince children to chop their dicks off and pedophilia and all the insanity which is on the news, if you believe that's the good and I'm the bad, that's your prerogative completely. But I would argue that it's completely the opposite way around. It's obvious to see.
I mean, I genuinely think that'd be the next wave of like taking control, because obviously that era was there, you know, like, all right, blah blah, like you said, brainwashing with everything. But wouldn't the next level be get a bunch of people, show how bad it is, and then bam? Because I would, like, let's say if I'm someone that's controlled by the Matrix, I would now listen to you.
Good. And here we are. We're saving the world. This is it. We're good. We're here. We're saving the world. That's exactly what happened, which is why they tried to cancel me. They tried to cancel me not because of what I say, because of my mass influence, because I was extremely influential, and they tried to destroy me and delete me, because if you have mass influence and you say things which talk against their agendas, they don't like it.
I have a question. So